Even though I got a rear view camera, still, a little nerve-wracking having to pull.
It doesn't have very good perception view on it.
All right, so we just got done grocery shopping. Let me turn on the heat a little bit so all this stop raining. Turn the heat on a little bit. Okay. So what do you guys want for, like, what should I make? Like rice, beans, and pork chops, or chicken, or mashed potatoes? Chicken, mashed potatoes, or rice and beans? Mashed potatoes, okay. All right, sounds like an easy dinner for me today. Cool. All right, so just got done with the visit. We're driving back home now. I still got about a good 40 minutes to get back home. But everything went fairly smooth today. The correctional officers that were there checking us in, they kind of creeped me out because I walked in and they were looking at me kind of weird, and it's like, I don't know, they're just weird. I mean, I guess after working there for so long, I guess your brain stops working normally after a while, I guess. But the one that was checking us in, that was doing all the computer work, you could tell he has a weight problem. And it's not the first time that I've seen him, and he never tucks his shirt in. He looks super, super sloppy. Like, you can see his 5 o'clock shadow, you know what I mean? I'm not going to judge him because, I know a lot of the times people with overweight issues, it comes from emotional trauma that they've suffered in their past, and I'm not going to judge them harshly for that, but it's just not something that you expect when you go to a place like that, to see an officer in such a disheveled shape, and it's not the first time that I see him like that,
Or they're working bad hours. And
yeah,
take care of themselves.
Working bad hours too much and not appreciated for their work, and I don't know. I'm not gonna judge him for that, but it was just crazy seeing somebody like that. His shirt was all untucked. It looked like he just went to bed with his uniform, then rolled out of bed and came to work just like that. But other than that, he was polite. The other ones were all right. Nothing out the ordinary. I know the one that's always super nice to us, I haven't seen him there in a while, but that's all right. As long as the visits go smoothly and the whole checking in goes okay, I don't have a problem. I could care less how they look like or what they do, as long as they treat us with respect. Because over there at Marcy, where he was at before, Marcy Correctional Facility, them officers, and I'm not afraid to say it, they think that they are, top notch of the world. Like, one of the most conceited police officers I've ever known, and then how they get treated in there too, it's just, that's a whole other story right there in and of itself. Or at least my husband's known to stay away from all that drama, and he's been blessed to not have any problems with no officers and no inmates while he's been in there. He's just got that personality. He's got that personality that people want to be around him and talk to him, and he's just a cool cat like that. Not just because he's my husband. It's just it is what it is. You got to give credit when it's due. Yeah, I don't know. Today there was a lot of kids. So it's good to see that I'm not the only mom or grandmas kids to see their fathers, uncles, grandpas in jail, you know what I mean? The kids were running around playing. I think one time one of the officers said something, but it was only because the little section where they have the toys, it's like a half a wall. It has like going around it in the corner, and it's covered with like a carpet material, and the baby girl was crawling on top of it. So he had to say something for her family members to go get her, because you know she could fall. She could easily fall. No matter where you're at, if a little baby girl's doing that, all it takes is one wrong move, and you know she's gonna hurt herself. So other than that, you know, it was very lively today, to say the least. A lot of little kids, and yeah, it was nice. Even though the weather was really, really bad, I wasn't expecting it to be as packed as it was today. I mean, it's been worse. Out of all these 3 years that I've been out to go see him, Father's Day has been the most busiest that I've seen. You know, like every single table was filled, and it was nuts. And when it came down to picture taking, you know, that also too was hectic too. But where he's at right now, they take pictures every weekend. Now at Marcy, they rarely ever have, you know, allow us to take pictures with the inmates. They had this thing, I think around Easter time. Yeah, because he had said, Sid, if you want, we could take pictures. They said that they were going to take pictures for Easter Sunday, and then our visit was right on Easter Sunday. So I figured, that's perfect. So I went shopping. I went and spent some money, got us some nice clothes, shoes, whatever. And then when we went to go visit him, they canceled. Everything was canceled. Like, I guess they had done what he told me was that they had done the pictures the weekend before, but that's it. But the whole time before that, he was under the impression, he was told that they were gonna take pictures on Easter Sunday, you know. And mind you, this whole time we have never taken a picture with him in there, you know. So we were really looking forward to that, and we were looking forward to at least be close to him, and you know, being that close, you know, just being that close to him, at least if it was just to take a couple pictures, you know. And because around that time, you know, the pandemic was still going strong, and they didn't want us hugging or touching or kissing or nothing like that. So, you know, we thought, it was a great opportunity, you know, to at least touch him and, you know, whatever. But yeah, it got canceled. Wasted all that money on clothes for nothing, and that's it. And never again, until he was there for like 2.5 years, and the whole time they never took pictures. And here where he's at right now, they do pictures every weekend. We already took a couple pictures, but that's it. We don't want a whole photo album of him being, you know, in jail. That's not we wanted a couple pictures just so that I could post them on social media, so his grandparents in Puerto Rico could see that he's okay, and his haters could see that he's doing great. And that's about it, you know what I mean? We don't want too many memories of this. But when he gets out, we want this to be a very distant memory. I don't ever want to come back to this, you know. This is by far the worst experience I've ever been through. Like I keep telling him, like, I'd rather give birth again to my daughter. I'd rather give birth than have to go through this again. I don't wish this on nobody, especially if you don't deserve it. Especially if the person is a good father figure, husband, son, you know, good to his community. He was the type of people that if he had extra money and the kids were out there in the ice cream truck getting ice cream and there was more kids around, he was the type to be like, you know what, I'm paying for all of you guys. That's the type of guy he's always been, you know what I mean? He loves kids. He loves kids. You know, always willing to help out his neighbors, even though they, turned it back on him and all that stuff. He's always been that type of a person. And I know him. I know there's more people out there like that too. But for one reason or another, they get caught up in something real messed up, and can't afford a good lawyer to do the good work that needs to be done to make sure he don't go in there. And that's it. It is what it is. But man, it's too hot in here now. I wanted that cloudiness from the windows to go away. But yeah, it still looks cloudy, but the weather, it stopped raining, which is all right. Like rain is okay. It's the snow. The snow is what worries me about driving over here, because this place over here reminds me of Puerto Rico, where I'm from the mountains, like the twists, the turns, and the tight little streets where it's, cars coming and going the same direction, and we got to be close together. And I hope that they're good with snow removal, ice maintenance. I hope they're really good with that around here, but we'll see. Because we've already come to the agreement, like if I notice that things are a little bit too dangerous for me to be driving over here with the kids, I'm not going to be coming down here every weekend. Every other week, yes, but every week, like how I've been doing right now, no, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But hopefully it's all right. Just prepare for the worst, expect the best, or whatever. Now after grocery shopping, I'm starving. I was already starving, but now I'm even more starving. And it wasn't really full grocery shopping because, with me having everything comes out of my pocket, now it's, I have no help from the government, no food stamps, believe it or not, no food stamps, because I make too much money, but yet I still, I'm struggling out here, kind of in a way. I know there's people that are far worse than I am, but at the end of the day, I live my life, and that's just how I interpret it, and I wasn't, I grabbed just enough food to get us through till I get paid again on Thursday. And then on Thursday, then I worry about the next week and so on and so forth, I guess that's how the working class lives right now. Paycheck to paycheck, or barely paycheck to paycheck. But I think that's about it. I don't know. I think that's all it is. I don't want to keep my videos too long. I don't want to bore y'all. I probably already am boring y'all, but who knows? But I think that's it. Like I always say at the end of every video, I appreciate y'all for hanging on for this long, watching through the whole video. If y'all got any questions for me or comments, or if you're just starting this whole process with your loved one and have any comment or questions about about them being in there, about packages, about visitation, what to bring, what not to bring, what to dress, how to dress, whatever, I'm more than happy to give you a general idea, because every facility is different. But as far as that goes, it's pretty much the same all around. Similar guidelines, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel, was just to help a girl out there like me, or a guy out there like me, because men are the only people that go into jail. Women go into jail too, so if there's any guys out there or any girls out there like me that, you know, got any questions, that ain't got nobody to talk to, or, you know, or don't know something or whatever, just ask me. And I'll try my best to answer it.